Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes. This is Your Best Life Defined. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm not going to waste your time, I promise, but I am going to get on kind of a rant here. There are two things I hate hearing from anybody because they're indicators that you are not ready to do anything about your life. And I'm not even going to go into the reasons why. It's I can't, and yeah, but. I can't, and yeah, but. Right? Probably thinking, well, what's that have to do with you have today? Because that's the title of this podcast. Here's the deal. Why you can't doesn't matter. You have today. No matter what's happened in the past, no matter how or where you failed in the past, at this very moment, you have time to take action toward that thing that you should be doing or that you want to do. Now, this is where that old school thing comes in, where we accept the life that we're living, right? That's where you say, well, I'm good, I'm happy. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard is someone say, well, I wouldn't change a thing about my life. Are you kidding me? I have plenty of money. I'm still going to earn more money. I'm going to make money on that book I'm writing, right? And no one's going to stop me. It's going to happen, right? Somewhere or another, there's going to be some financial benefit from me showing up every day and doing this podcast. And it probably won't have anything to do with you. I don't know. I'm talking to people right now on LinkedIn. I don't know. We're going to find out where this goes. But the point is, I decided that every day I wake up, I'm going to do something towards something I have yet to accomplish. I don't need any more money, but the idea of having more money in the bank would be great, right? How can I do that? Well, I can create a book and sell that book online, and that residual income becomes property of mine because that book is mine, right? My book, I wrote it. And the reason I believe that's going to happen is because I have today, so I use today to take action on it. See, I don't remember the last time I sat back and I looked at my past, at things that have happened in my life, and thought to myself, whoa, woe is me, woe is me. If you want to live your best life, and what I mean by that is if you want to take your life to the next rung, because let's face it, when you look at life, when you look at how life is set up, we all sit on these rungs, and our rungs, or I call it the pond, the other way to look at it is the pond. The pond represents all of our experiences, all of the access we have to life, the choices, our knowledge base, our relationships. That's our pond, right? It's only by venturing beyond that pond, by pushing in that and experiencing things that we have not experienced, that we broaden the footprint of our life, right? And it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. The point is that you have today to change it. You have today. Today can be the day that you say, you know what, forget about how I feel about it. I'm going to the gym. Today can be the day that you can say, you know what, there's probably a lot of things I think are more important than taking a walk with my partner and rekindling that connection. But I have today, and today this is what I'm going to do. That's how you get it started on your best life. And what's interesting is, if you're looking to Facebook to try and figure out what that's supposed to look like, don't. Because that's their life, and chances are that's just the best part of a miserable life. I said it, right? Facebook, social media. You notice no one's on there talking about how much credit card debt they have or the fact that they can't make their mortgage payment. No, they're talking about how beautiful their nails are. They're talking about how great their kids are, right? You don't talk about your problems on Facebook. And you know what's funny about that culture? It's ironic because that culture is what keeps us from growing as a society. How can I go out there and say, hey, listen, my relationship's screwed up because I drink too much, when everyone else is talking about how amazing their life is? It's a pit. But whether you put that out there on social media or not, there's crap in your life that needs to change. There's stuff in your life that you haven't been doing or that you are doing that's causing deterioration in your life. I don't have to know you to know that. If you want to raise the level of your life, if you want to have a better life, the trick is to take today as your starting point. Take action today to change that. What's the struggle? Distraction, excuses. Or acceptance. Acceptance is a big struggle with this. When we start talking about facing change in our life, about taking action and finding the motivation to change, we can find a million excuses, a million reasons why we don't do that. Because changing anything is hard. What are you going to do? Let's say, for instance, that your education, you're not making enough money. COVID-19 kicked the hell out of you. You're not making enough money. But instead of taking action and doing what you need to do, right? Instead of taking action and doing what you need to do, you're sitting back and you've accepted, I'm good. That's that guy that said, oh, no, I love my life. I'm happy. You go in his backyard, the boat hasn't been out in 5 years. The yard is a friggin' mess. There's weeds. The grass is dead. The sprinkler system doesn't work. The trampoline is laying up against the fence. Obviously, if your life is in disarray, it's not because you love what you chose, right? Because I love working out. I love hiking. I love kayaking. And guess what? Everything connected to that is organized and in place. I love the life my RV gives me. So guess what? I went out there, washed my RV, record time, 2 hours to wash an entire RV, right? 41 foot of badass fifth wheel in 2 hours. Was it enjoyable? No, there's a lot of things I'd rather been doing, but what I did was I plugged in Tim Ferriss, the 4-hour work week, and I said, all right, let's get this thing done. Got my earbuds on, got my power washer out there, and bam. And when I wanted to quit, I said, nope, I got today. Because the plan was you're going to get it washed today because I didn't want that thing lingering. Take action in your life. Your life isn't perfect. I mean, tell the world that. Don't come at me with that. Don't you? And if you are using that excuse, that thing where, oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Save it. I don't care. I don't care. Because the truth is, no matter where you are in your life, you can change something. Why do you think people like Oprah Winfrey did the interview she did recently, right? Oh, let's do this now. All right, well, what do you think? All right, well, I'm going to try that. We got today, right? Let's talk about it today, right? Let's do something better, something different. See, the thing is, you don't know what you're going to love until you experience it. If you eat one thing your entire life, let's say that you choose chicken sandwich, the McChicken sandwich is your food every day. That's what you eat, chicken sandwiches, right? How will you ever know that hamburgers are pretty damn good too? How will you know that sushi is pretty damn good too? Doesn't matter what happened. Take a step today. Take action today. I don't have to tell you what you should do. You know, because back in January you made that resolution and you didn't stick it out. This is a perfect time. Let's call it, what is this, March something? Let's call it the March resolution, right? Let's go with it. March 9th resolution, whatever it is, right? And take action on it. Because no matter what you failed at, no matter what's happened in your life, no matter where you came from, you have today to change it. You have today to wake up and say, I think I'm going to do something better. I don't know. I'm not Tony Robbins. My name's Chris Jaquez. And I wake up every day excited because somewhere down the road, all of this hard work that I put in, all this effort I put in for you is going to eventually change your life. Because all it takes is one thing. And that's really what's cool about it. All it takes is one choice. You need to get a win. And the farther down you are, the more important it is to get that win. And if you're really down, if you're in the pit, you're looking up, you can't even see the sky, you're so far down in your deep, dark hole, you need a win. And it doesn't have to be a big win. It just has to be something that gets you moving in a direction that requires you to show up every day and take action. Not because you want to, not because it feels great at first, but simply because it's only by taking action that you train yourself that's the steps you take for success, that's an essential aspect of your day, right? Today's the perfect day. What will it be? Are you going to be kind to your partner? Are you going to do more for the person you love? Today's the day you start doing the dishes. Today's the day you call her up and say, hey, don't worry about it. I got supper. Don't rush home. Today's the day you go by the liquor store, get her a bottle of wine and say, hey, listen, sit back. I got the kids and the shopping and the dishes. You have today, right? What's it going to hurt? Oh, God, I don't want to do that because then she'll expect it. Well, she should expect it. Because what I've found is that when you give good gifts, you get good gifts. It's hard to be angry and irritated at a person who does what you want, what does things for you, does what you want them to do, or does them what you'd like them to do. It's really difficult. Be Mr. Irresistible in that relationship. Be Mr. Superman, the superstar in your office. It doesn't matter. If the opinions of people around you have an impact on your income, that's one thing, but they don't. The angry guy sits in the back corner who hates every idea anyone puts out, starts talking smack about the fact that you're the boss's best friend, that you show up every day and every time there's a request to have something done, you do it because you haven't learned it yet. Because your goal isn't to just be where you are right now, it's to take advantage of today so tomorrow your job gets better. It's all about attitude. It's all about where you're going with it. I don't mind if someone says, "Oh, that podcast sucks." You know why? Because this is just temporary. This is not where I'm ending up. This is just along the way. And if this happens to not flip your switch and get you all excited about who you can be, I'm good with that, right? But I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity to take the biggest advantage possible of every moment I have. And that's the ticket. And actually, when you think about it, we kind of owe that to ourselves. Think about how many people in the world would give, what people in the world would give to be where you are right now. And granted, you may not be in a great place, but you're still 26 years old. You still have your entire life in front of you. You can run a marathon. There are people that would love to be where you're at. And if they were where you are at, they would take a hold of it and they would run with that ball. They would grab a hold of whatever it is that inspires them and say, "Okay, all right, I get a second chance here, baby. Let's do this." The sad part about it is you don't get a second chance. You're not going to get a second chance. If you piss today away sitting there in front of the television drinking your bottle of vodka, it's gone. You're not going to get it back. If you spent this evening or last night being angry and pissed off, hiding in your basement playing video games instead of spending time with your partner, the person you love, and they woke up this morning pissed off about what you did, you're not going to get that back. And what's really sad about it is because you don't know when it's over. You don't know when your last day will be. If you don't fix that today, if you don't do something today to fix that, you might not get a chance to do it tomorrow. Scary? If that scares you enough to make you take action in your life, and enough for you to sit back and say, "Okay, what am I really about? Who am I really? And what truly inspires me?" And that pushes you to take action on, hell, I'll say whatever I need to. I used to tell the guys at work, the inmates, I'd come in every day, I'd do a TED Talks. I'd come in every day, I'd say, "Hey guys, what's up? TED Talks." And they'd raise hell at me. They're like, "God dang, Hawkins, I hate listening to TED Talks." All right. I told them, I says, "Tell me the words that I can say to you to help you achieve ultimate success. I will come in once a day and I will say them to you and then I will leave." That's what I'm telling you. You're only as great as you believe you can be. And if you waste today and you allow yourself to fall into that idea that, "Oh, I'll have tomorrow," I guarantee there's a chance you won't. And if you do, take advantage of it. I don't know. I'm going to keep showing up because I'm not giving up on me. I'm not giving up on you. I think there is true potential out there for anyone who is ready to say, "Hey, listen, I think there's a better way to do it." This is definitely one of those ways. There are a lot of people who can help you get to where you want to be. I'm just trying to be one of them. I hope you will continue to follow along. Be sure you share. Be sure you like. I really appreciate it. Let's not forget the kindness. And as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.